Today, our this session is a very relaxing session, lassi session, you can say, in which we just will discuss 4 simple steps by which we can convert our anxiety into a blessing and improves our performance. Because you might have heard that story of young eagle and storm. He was very much scared of going into storm and going down in storm. So one day his mother motivated him and said, my dear son, you need not to worry of the storm. Storm wind may also help you to go to such height which you have never imagined. And he took that leap of faith, jumped into a storm, and actually the wind blown him to such a height which he just used to dream about. So this anxiety, why it is a blessing also? Because this anxiety will keep you attentive and alert, and when you are alert and attentive, your performance will be better. Second thing, anxiety proves that you have done hard work, because the one who have not studied will have no anxiety. If you have studied, there will be some anxiety. It's not so bad thing. Plus, when I asked this thing from my very wise better half, my wife, that what you used to do during your exam time, how you used to remove anxiety, she said, I don't used to remove anxiety. I just wanted to have more confidence. If confidence is big, the anxiety will not affect us. So a very good way of improve your confidence is what being suggested by a student to me was that on the last day when you are going to give the exam, when you are in your car or bus to the exam center, don't read those booklets given by exam centers or last one-liners and all those things. Read the subject in which you are strong, or do the PYQ revision which you have already done. So in that way, your confidence will boost, your self-doubt will remove, and you will realize ki, wow, how much I have studied. You will give positive feedback to yourself. And with this positive mentality, I hope you all know that 20 to 30% question we can do better in the exam hall. The second way, which is something very helpful for me also, is whenever you are in anxiety, remember this thing that you can never affect the result even by a little bit. So when you cannot change the result, why to waste your time thinking about it? You have to have the faith on Almighty or on your karma that yes, I have done the hard work and the result is in the hand of Almighty. Just focus on your daily improvement. If it is there, the result will definitely be better. Now, if I will ask you to stop doubting yourself, stop thinking about blue, you will think about blue. So the only way to replace the thought of blue is think about red. The only way to get rid of negative thought is to fill your mind with positive dream, plans and thought. And make a detailed dream of what all you will do after clearing the exam, how much you will party, with whom you will party. And those positive dreams and thought will not only improve your performance and focus, but also keep you happy and motivated and remove the thought of blue also. Okay, so just fill your mind with those real dream and imagination. The third point which always help is whenever you are in any anxiety condition, relax and focus on your breath for 2 minutes. See, when we take breath touches our outer nostril and then goes inside, and then there is a gap, and after the gap it again come back and then touches our nostril and come out. So when you will focus for even 2-3 minutes on your breath, suddenly thoughts of exam, thought of some sex, thought of love, thought of something will come out, and you will start roaming around with that thought. Then you will realize, oh, I was focusing on my breath, and you will leave that thought and come back to your breath. So with this practice, you will realize that no thought is important. Thoughts are just like cloud. Thoughts are just like fart of anyone or elephant, and it's not important. Thoughts are temporary. And with all the anxiety, stress occur only because we give importance to some thought. So with this 2-3 minute focus on breath, you will stop giving importance to thought and you can relax anytime. I especially recommend it to you to do this practice before going to sleep, because when you will do it before going to sleep, you will realize that thoughts are not important, and then by focusing on breath in 2-3 minutes, you will get sleep. Plus, it will also, during exam time, if you are in under panic situation, it can prevent the panic situation from coming, and it will improve your focus, because by practicing this breathe thing, you will realize that anytime you can focus on your breath, anytime you can focus wherever you want, and it will improve your focus. Plus, there is a big thought and big fear that what if I am unable to sleep on the exam night? And one of my very good friend, like my brother, Dr. Ankur Jain sir, who is the psychiatrist and biochemistry faculty, he told me this thing that the best way to remove this fear of sleeplessness is don't worry about it. Even if you are sleepless on the exam night, it proves that you are in alert condition. That's why you are sleepless. And even if you are sleepless, you can perform really well. Two of the toppers of NEET exam have called Dr. Ankur Jain during his time, and the second rank holder of NEET told this thing that, sir, I was sleepless before the exam, still I got the second rank. Because your mind is in alert condition, that's why you are sleepless. So when you are sleepless, don't worry, on the next day, take an Omage tablet of 20 mg, it will prevent the gastritis, and along with it take some painkiller like ibuprofen or something, because you might be having headache due to sleeplessness. The NSAID will remove the headache, Omage will remove the gastritis feeling, and you are already in the alert mode, you can perform well. So sleep is like your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. The more importance you will give to your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, the less it will be coming to you. And the more you will neglect your ex or sleep, the more it will come to you. So don't give sleep too much of importance. Even without sleep, you can perform really well. The fourth advice to improve your focus and decrease anxiety is write down your thought, because all the anxiety occur only when the thought keep on repeating itself. So if you will write it or type it even just on WhatsApp, then again when the thought will come, you can tell it to the thought, yo, my thought, I have written you also, why are you coming back? And the thought repetition will stop. And one very important thing to do is that write down or at least appreciate yourself for whatever work you have done so far. Because till now, during the exam preparation, you already have made your bum to stick and sit for much longer time than you could. You have already challenged yourself multiple times and exceeded your own expectation. So it's a very good opportunity and time to appreciate yourself for all the hard work which you have done. Don't be worried about some of the thing which is left out, because I can guarantee it that even the toppers is not fully prepared. No one preparation is complete. And we don't need 100% preparation. Even if you score 80% marks, you will be among the toppers. So we don't need 100% of preparation. Don't be worried about it. Rather than thinking about that, think about what hard work you have done, what course you have covered, and appreciate yourself for that. Because with this positive reinforcement and appreciation, you can get 20 to 30% question correct in the exam. Plus, this is my number over here, 8860796675. If you have any stress, any anxiety, anything which is bothering you, you can always call me or connect with me on WhatsApp on this number and let me know what is the thing that bothering you. Many a time I just listen to you, and by listening, I think we can solve a lot of issues. And I don't just keep blabbering like this. I many a time a good listener also, I think so. So I will listen to your thought and I hope I will be able to help you. So don't be worried. Focus this 4 point, and I am very sure that if you are practicing any of these 4 point, your anxiety and stress will be very less. First thing is, of course, you have to realize that this anxiety is not a bad thing, it can help you. Second thing, focus on the strongest subject and revise your PYQ during the last day of preparation, which will do a lot of good things to you. The third point is that you have to leave the result to the Almighty or karma. Don't think about the result, and the best way not to think about it is fill your mind with positive dreams and positive plan. Then 2-3 minute focus on breathe can help you in sleep and can help you in improving focus also. And don't you forget to appreciate for all the good hard work you have done till now. Okay, so if you have any question, anything you want to ask or say, feel free and write it in the YouTube comment. And I will definitely be again back with more content for the upcoming FMGE exam. Till then, bye bye. Love you. Hasta la vista. Das vidania. Don't forget to take the blessing from your mother and Almighty before exam, because if you take the blessing and then go for exam, you feel you are not just a human, but you are a human with blessing, and you can perform better. This positive thought will again help you to perform much better in the exam. Okay, so love you all, my dear friend. Thank you so much. There is one question by Dr. Black Can, who is saying, sir, ऐसा लग रहा है सब भूल गए. This is a common thought which comes to doctor, that I am forgetting things. First of all, avoid this word I am forgetting everything, because you are not forgetting everything. There is hardly 10% to 15% thing you are forgetting. And just say that I am forgetting 10% thing. Don't say that I am forgetting everything, because whatever you say by your mouth, your conscious mind say it and your subconscious take it as a command, and he will say, okay, if you are saying you are forgetting, I will forget the other also. So first thing is, don't say I am forgetting everything. Say I am forgetting 10-50%. And what is that 10-15% you are forgetting? Try to focus on that. That 10-15% can be the classification part. Let's say that can be the classification in pharma, that can be staging of pathology. So if you are forgetting that part only, first thing is, write it down in such a place where you can revise it daily. Second thing, revise them just one time before sleep, and it can help you there. Plus, it's not necessary that the question will come from that part which you are forgetting. So don't you say this thing that I am forgetting everything, because you are actually not forgetting everything, you are just forgetting 10% thing. Second point is that you are trying to revise all the theory, and when theory do not come in mind, you think I am forgetting. But my dear friend, exam is not of theory. Exam is asking you previous year question, and when the same concept will come in the form of option, then you will be able to recall from the option. So don't be worried if some concept is not line by line in your mind. By ruling out option, you can do such PYQs and question. And rather than thinking what 10% you are forgetting, don't you forget to appreciate yourself for 80% that you remember. Actually, our parents mostly motivated us by finding out fault in us. So we do the same with ourselves. We keep finding the fault what you have forgotten. But rather than finding the fault, we should try to find what you have remembered and appreciate ourselves for that. In that way, our focus will improve and our performance will keep on improving. So never say any negative word to yourself with your own mouth, and don't be in the company of friends who keep on crying all the time. And rather than talk to those crying friends and tell it to them that, my dear friend, whatever you are crying about is just a tip of iceberg. The major part are good. The major memory, 80-90% memory is still there. So try to appreciate yourself for the things which you remembered. Okay, still, if there is anything which you want to tell or ask, feel free. Be like Dr. Sani, Dr. Blackcamp, Dr. Subham Malhotra, and ask your doubt if you have any. So thank you so much for this session. And it's a very important thing to appreciate for ourselves for the thing which we have remembered. Because let's say there are two parents, Sarmaji and Varmaji, and Sarmaji son got 80%, and Sarmaji still criticize his friend, his son, that why you got 80%, why you did not get 90%. Now Varmaji's son also got 80%, but rather than criticizing, he appreciated his son, that very good that you got 80%. So in next day or in next exam, who will perform better, Sarmaji's son or Varmaji's son? Of course, Varmaji's son will perform better, because he had done the appreciation. So in this story, your own brain is your son, and you are either Sarmaji or Varmaji. So if, like Sarmaji, you are criticizing your brain for the 20% which is not obtained, then you will know how to perform better. You should become like Varmaji, appreciate your son, your brain for 80% which is there, and your son, your brain will definitely perform much better. So be like Varmaji and keep appreciating for whatever it is already there, and the performance will improve. Plus the exam is of PYQ. So in the last days, my only request is keep repeating PYQs. Don't keep reading theories, because exam is not of theory, exam is of PYQ and their topics. So thank you so much for this session. Love you. Hasta la vista. Das vidania. Bye bye. Thank you, my dear friends.